Have a look at this. I think we've got some pictures here of Donald Trump, just on something lighter. Donald Trump, who of course is the president-elect in the US, has met up with Prince William. And it occurs to me what we're seeing here, Sophie, is the next president of the US meeting the next King of Australia.
When Prince William takes the throne, everything we know about the monarchy could change. Will he break centuries-old traditions or reshape the royal family into something unrecognizable? With his modern vision, he's expected to cut down the monarchy, shake up global politics, and connect with a new generation like never before. But will his reign bring unity or controversy? One thing's for sure, the royal family will never be the same. A king in waiting. Who is Prince William? Before we get into the major shifts that will take place when Prince William takes the throne, let's talk about why his reign is set to be one of the most groundbreaking in royal history. William isn't just another monarch in waiting, he's a product of both the old world of royal tradition and the fast-changing modern society he grew up in. His upbringing, personal experiences, and approach to leadership all point to a future where the British monarchy looks very different from what we've seen before. Born on June 21, 1982, William was the firstborn son of King Charles III and the late Princess Diana. From the very beginning, he was in the spotlight as the future king, with every move scrutinized by the public and the press. But unlike past heirs who were strictly molded by palace protocols, William's childhood was shaped by a mix of royal customs and his mother's influence, which emphasized normalcy and emotional openness. Diana made sure he experienced life outside the palace walls, taking him to amusement parks, fast food restaurants, and even shelters to meet the less fortunate. She wanted him to understand the world beyond royal privilege, and that mindset has stuck with him ever since. And that's what makes William different. He's seen both sides, he understands the responsibilities of being king, but he also knows the importance of connecting with everyday people. Losing his mother at just 15 years old was a defining moment, forcing him to mature faster than most. He leaned on his father, Charles, and his grandmother, Queen Elizabeth II, who both played crucial roles in preparing him for the throne. But even as he trained for the role, he took a more independent path. He attended Eton College, where he was surrounded by students from all walks of life, and later went on to study geography at the University of St. Andrews, where he famously met his future wife, Kate Middleton. Unlike previous heirs, William also served in the military in a real, hands-on capacity. He worked as a search and rescue pilot for the Royal Air Force, actively participating in dangerous rescue missions instead of taking on a purely ceremonial role. That's not something you'd expect from a future king, right? But it shows exactly what kind of leader William is. One who doesn't just sit on the sidelines, but gets involved, understands the struggles of others, and leads by example. As the Prince of Wales, William has already started reshaping the monarchy. His approach is more relatable, more modern, and far less rigid than the royal traditions of the past. He's deeply involved in causes that matter to people today. Mental health awareness, climate change, and homelessness, showing that his reign won't just be about preserving old customs, but about making real changes that impact lives. But what happens when he finally takes the throne? That's where things get really interesting. His coronation is set to be unlike anything we've seen before. His plans for Buckingham Palace could shake up royal traditions, and his leadership style might just redefine the monarchy itself. With William's unique upbringing, modern outlook, and hands-on leadership style, it's clear his reign won't follow the traditional royal playbook. He's already reshaping the monarchy as the Prince of Wales, but once he takes the throne, the changes will be even bigger. So what exactly will happen when he becomes king? The most modernized coronation in royal history. The coronation of a new monarch is always a moment of great historical significance, but Prince William's will be unlike any before it. As the world changes, so does the monarchy, and his reign is expected to reflect a balance between tradition and modernization. This won't be just another grand royal ceremony filled with centuries-old rituals. It will be a statement about the future of the British monarchy itself. Looking back, Queen Elizabeth II's coronation in June of 1953 was a grand spectacle. 8,000 guests packed into Westminster Abbey, a procession stretching nearly 5 miles through London, and the entire event broadcast on television for the first time. It was a display of power, tradition, and royal grandeur. But that was a different time. The world has changed, and so has the way people view the monarchy. William knows that in order for the royal family to stay relevant, his coronation must reflect the modern world rather than cling to outdated customs. Now, imagine watching his coronation like never before, right from your phone in real time with interactive elements that pull you into the event. It's likely to be the most digitally connected coronation in history, with live streaming across multiple platforms, behind-the-scenes content, and maybe even immersive virtual reality experiences that bring viewers inside Westminster Abbey. This isn't just about convenience. It's about making the monarchy feel more accessible to people around the world, reinforcing the idea that William's reign is about connection, not distance. One of the biggest changes could be the guest list. William may choose a smaller, more intimate gathering. Instead of focusing on sheer numbers, he could prioritize inclusivity, inviting key figures from different communities, industries, and backgrounds. This would align with his vision of a monarchy that reflects and represents modern Britain rather than just its aristocratic past. But here's where things get really interesting. What if the entire ceremony itself feels different? The coronation has always been a deeply religious event, but Britain today is far more diverse and secular than it was in previous decades. While William will still take the traditional oath and be anointed with holy oil, he may make subtle yet powerful changes to ensure the ceremony acknowledges the multicultural society he represents. Some experts believe this could mean incorporating new elements into the service, making it feel more inclusive and representative of the modern British identity. That doesn't mean the spectacle will be lost. The St. Edward's crown, the coronation chair, and the rich royal regalia will still be on full display, but the way the event is presented could be different. Think of drones capturing breathtaking aerial shots of Westminster Abbey, giving angles never seen before, or a musical arrangement that blends traditional hymns with modern orchestral sounds. Even the royal attire could reflect this shift. Perhaps William's robes will feature sustainable materials, signaling a commitment to environmental consciousness, something he's been vocal about throughout his life. More than just a historic event, this coronation will be a defining moment for the future of the monarchy. It will show the world how William plans to lead, not by holding on to every detail of the past, but by respecting tradition while embracing the present. This isn't just about becoming king, it's about proving the monarchy can evolve, stay relevant, and continue to captivate the world in a way that feels fresh, modern, and meaningful. William's coronation will set the tone for a monarchy that feels more connected to the modern world, but the changes won't stop there. His reign could bring some of the biggest shifts in royal history, including a decision that would shock tradition. Could Buckingham Palace no longer be the primary royal residence? That possibility is closer than ever. The end of Buckingham Palace as the royal home. Buckingham Palace has been the heart of the British monarchy for over 2 centuries, a symbol of power, tradition, and history. But if reports are true, Prince William may not follow in the footsteps of his predecessors. Instead of calling the lavish palace home, he could be the first modern king to break tradition, choosing practicality over grandeur. The idea isn't just speculation. There have been real signs pointing to a shift in how the royal family views its official residences. Could this mean the end of Buckingham Palace as the royal home? William has already shown that he isn't bound by outdated customs. Unlike previous royals, he and Catherine, the Princess of Wales, have opted for a more down-to-earth approach to family life, choosing Adelaide Cottage in Windsor over a massive palace setting. Reports suggest that William prefers Windsor Castle or even Kensington Palace as a permanent royal residence rather than taking up quarters in Buckingham Palace. The reason? A mix of practicality, modernization, and a desire for a more approachable monarchy. Imagine a future where Buckingham Palace is no longer a royal residence, but something entirely different. King Charles III has already hinted at a more open, accessible monarchy. He previously suggested transforming some royal residences into public spaces, and Buckingham Palace is one of the most talked about possibilities. Rather than being the monarch's personal home, it could become a full-time museum, a government hub, or a public venue for major state events. Right now, parts of the palace are only open to visitors for a limited time each year, But if William decides to step away from tradition, Buckingham Palace could become a cultural landmark for the people rather than a private royal retreat. Financially, the move makes sense too. Buckingham Palace is currently undergoing a massive renovation worth hundreds of millions of pounds, expected to be completed in a few years. Maintaining such an enormous estate as a private residence is costly, and opening it fully to the public could generate revenue through tourism, events, and exhibitions. Instead of being an exclusive royal residence, it could serve a broader purpose, reinforcing the idea of a monarchy that adapts to modern times. But what happens to royal traditions if Buckingham Palace is no longer a home? For centuries, the palace has been the backdrop for some of the biggest moments in British history: coronations, state banquets, and even balcony appearances after major royal events. If William chooses not to live there, these traditions may also evolve. The monarchy has been shifting toward a more streamlined, cost-effective approach, and this could be one of the biggest changes yet. Some royal experts believe that while Buckingham Palace would still be used for state occasions, its role as the beating heart of the monarchy could fade, making way for a new era where the royal family embraces a more modern lifestyle. At its core, this decision would reflect William's long-term vision for the monarchy. He understands that the world is changing, and with it, the expectations of the royal family. By stepping away from Buckingham Palace as a home, he could send a powerful message. The monarchy isn't just about maintaining grand traditions, it's about evolving with the times.
A total image overhaul for the royal family. The British royal family is no stranger to change, but this time the transformation feels bigger, more personal, more modern, and honestly, more necessary. Prince William and Kate Middleton are leading the charge, redefining what it means to be a royal in an era where social media, direct engagement, and transparency matter more than ever. Their approach is shaking up the traditional image of the monarchy, making it feel less like a distant institution and more like a relatable modern-day leadership family. One of the biggest shifts has been their use of social media. Gone are the days when the royal family relied solely on carefully curated press releases and staged photo ops. William and Kate have embraced platforms like Instagram and YouTube, sharing behind-the-scenes glimpses of their lives, their causes, and even their struggles. Take their recent candid moment at Westminster Abbey during Commonwealth Day on March 10th, when they were caught in a heartfelt exchange, something that would have been unheard of just a decade ago. Instead of stiff, rehearsed appearances, they're showing the world who they really are. But does this digital openness make the monarchy stronger, or does it blur the lines between royalty and celebrity? Beyond social media, they've also taken a more personal approach to royal duties. Rather than just showing up, shaking hands, and moving on, William and Kate make it a point to connect with people in ways that actually matter. Kate's emotional tribute to Liz Hatton, a young photographer who lost her battle with cancer in November, is a perfect example. On International Women's Day, she honored Liz's strength and resilience in a heartfelt message, proving that the monarchy isn't just about grand palaces and titles, it's about real people and real stories. These moments resonate far more than traditional royal speeches ever could. Could this shift towards authenticity and empathy be the key to the monarchy's survival in a rapidly changing world? Then there's the question of the future. When William becomes king, we're likely to see even more dramatic changes. Imagine live-streamed royal events, interactive quanda sessions with the public, and a monarchy that feels genuinely accessible. He's also expected to slim down the number of working royals, keeping only the most essential members in the spotlight. That's a move that could make the monarchy more efficient, more cost-effective, and perhaps most importantly, more accepted by a generation that questions its relevance. A major part of this evolution is the role of the younger royals, particularly Prince George and Princess Charlotte. Growing up under William and Kate's more hands-on, modern parenting style, they'll be expected to navigate royal life with a new level of independence and approachability. Unlike previous generations, they won't just be symbols of tradition, they'll be active participants in shaping the monarchy's image. Their public appearances already feel less staged, setting the stage for a future where the royal family is seen as real, relatable, and engaged. The monarchy is also subtly shifting on the global stage. William, in particular, is making a point of building strong relationships with world leaders, ensuring that the UK maintains its influence. His diplomatic efforts, including a notable behind-the-scenes rapport with President Trump, highlight how the monarchy still plays a role in soft power politics. This isn't just about ceremonial visits, it's about keeping Britain relevant in an increasingly uncertain global landscape. The royal family's image overhaul isn't just about optics, it's about survival. By embracing social media, prioritizing personal connections, and streamlining their roles, William and Kate are ensuring that the monarchy isn't left behind. The world is changing, and for the first time in a long time, it seems like the royals are changing with it. William's unexpected global strategy. Prince William is stepping into a role that few expected, one that goes beyond tradition and straight into global diplomacy. Unlike past monarchs who stayed out of political affairs, William is making strategic moves to strengthen ties with the United States and redefine the UK's post-Brexit position in Europe. Could this mark the beginning of a new kind of royal influence? His recent meeting with President Donald Trump in December 2024 was telling. What was supposed to be a brief chat turned into a private 40-minute discussion, sparking speculation about William's growing diplomatic role. Many saw this as a sign that the monarchy is becoming more than just a ceremonial institution. It's evolving into an active player in international relations. Is William's personal charm the UK's secret diplomatic weapon? This shift comes at a crucial time. Under Trump's leadership, the U.S. has taken a more unpredictable approach to foreign policy, creating tensions with European allies. With the U.S. freezing military aid to Ukraine, European nations have been forced to rethink their defense strategies. In this uncertain climate, William's diplomatic presence provides a rare bridge between the UK, the US, and the rest of Europe, making him an invaluable figure in maintaining stability. Beyond the US, William and Kate have taken on goodwill visits to key European capitals, reinforcing relationships that Brexit left in question. Their past visits, like the 2017 Paris trip, were seen as part of a broader Brexit charm offensive, subtly reassuring allies that the UK remains committed to cooperation. Prince William isn't just inheriting a throne, he's rewriting the monarchy's role in global politics. With each handshake and high-stakes meeting, he's positioning the royal family as more than just a symbol of tradition. So, could this be the beginning of a new era where the monarchy wields real influence on the world stage? The answer may come sooner than we think. What do you think about William's approach? Do you see the monarchy becoming more involved in global affairs, or should it stay out of politics? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe for more interesting updates.